I'm a horse trainer, but training is training. Training is just about prompt, cheerful obedience. And whether it's a child or a dog or a horse, the principles are the same. So if a child was going to want to work with a horse, I would want to make sure that he understood the principles of training before he ever worked with a horse. Because we're all trainers. When you get off that horse, he's going to be better or worse, depending on how you handled him. Right. So here in the South, if you were going to plow with a mule, you put 2 hands on the plow and then 2 hands on the reins, but a lot of boys didn't have 4 hands. So you had to figure out a way to either control the mule or the plow with your voice. Well, it worked better to control the mule with your voice. So the father or anybody who would want to work with a horse, I would tell them to train a stick to show me they understood the principles of training. So if I wanted a horse to go to the left, I say ha, and if I want him to go to the right, I say gee, and if I want him to stop, I say whoa. So the deal is train the stick to do the same thing. Anything that you're training, you have to get its attention, and I can get something's attention by annoying it. For instance, I can say Tim, 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 and finally say what, right? Well, I put these grooves in the back of this stick, and you can see when I rub it, it's annoyed, and it already starts to move around a little bit. It's saying, what do you want? Well, I want it to go to the right, so I say, gee, get up, good boy. You have to reward them when they're good. If you only correct them when they're bad, they become rebellious. They get discouraged. And then to stop him, you say, whoa, good boy. And now, ha, get up. Remember, it's prompt obedience. You have to be firm but kind. And then to slow him down, it's just steady, steady, steady. Now get up, good boy. Whoa. Okay, and this one here, whoa. Okay, now lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down. Oh, he doesn't want to do it there. Good boy. Now sit. Good boy. Anyway, that's a trained stick.
Wow.
And so once you've trained a stick, then you understand the principles of training well enough, then you can apply those to a horse.
Great job.
You don't start out doing the most difficult things. So when you start out training, you start where you know you'll get 100% control. Watch this. It's going to amaze you. Watch. Lie down. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. So you start there with the simple things that you do the things that you know you'll have 100% control, and then you work up to the more difficult things. If you start with the difficult thing and he doesn't do it,
May I try it?
yeah, sure. Then all you're doing is establishing that you don't have
really think
authority.
the teacher is going to give a
Jeremy,
secret
how'd you
away?
get that on there, John?
No.
So I'm trying to keep a sort of a light contact with her. The more contact I have, then the less I have to do. So with this contact, I should be able to just tip my hand and turn her. But if I didn't have contact, I'd have to make a big move with my hand. So for me to be subtle with the use of my hands, then I have to have sort of an elastic feel of her mouth.